All right, welcome back. Now we are on the pronoun reference questions. As you remember from the summary video of this is the one question that should take you the least amount of time and should be the least amount of difficulty. First, we'll deal with how to identify them. Well, that's easy. The word is highlighted in the question stem, and it's also highlighted in the reading passage. So that's pretty easy. Now, you remember that the same is true with the vocabulary questions, but if the word that is highlighted is a pronoun, then it's not a vocabulary question, it's a pronoun reference question. And if you're not sure if the word is a pronoun or not, well, first of all, then maybe your English skills are not good enough yet for the TOEFL, but that's okay. We can help you out with that. But if you're not sure, well, then the question stem will always say something to the effect of the pronoun in sentence 2, or the pronoun they. The word they, the pronoun they, refers to what? Okay, well, luckily we also know that the word is highlighted in the actual reading passage, so that makes it super easy. And the strategy for answering, this one is also really easy. Okay, so first you identify that it is a pronoun reference question. That happens almost instantaneously. Second, you go to the reading passage, read the full sentence that the pronoun is in. Oftentimes, it is referring to a noun which is in the same sentence, and it is almost always before the pronoun in the sentence. Almost always. So, number one, it's almost always in the same sentence. Number two, it's almost always before the pronoun in the sentence. So when you locate the highlighted word in the reading passage, follow that sentence back to the beginning, read that sentence, you'll have your answer most of the time, almost instantaneously. If it's not in the same sentence, read the sentence before it. It is almost always in that sentence. If it's not in the same sentence, it's almost always in the sentence before. So then if it's not in this one, you go to the sentence before it, you read that sentence, you'll have your answer. There are some situations where it may be in the sentence after. Now, that will almost never happen, but it could. Okay, so that's why this one is super quick. You read the sentence that the pronoun is in, you almost always have your word. If you don't have it then, you'll almost always have your answer. If you don't have it then, you go to the sentence before, you read that one, you'll have your answer. You should be able to do this question type in less than 20 or 30 seconds, and that's actually a long time for this particular question type. And as you go through the exam, especially when you get to the speaking section, you'll realize just how long 10, 20, or 30 seconds actually is. It's actually a really long time. So let's go through some of the questions here. All right, so as it states here on the strategy quiz, we do have a little reprinting of the strategy on all of the quizzes, so you can refer to that as you're going through it. So let's start. The pronoun who in the fourth sentence refers to, well, great, we don't even have to worry about finding the fourth sentence. We just go directly to the word in the reading passage. Go back to the beginning of the sentence. Grant killed a Mexican soldier who drove a lance through Brown's arm. Well, what does who refer to? It refers to the Mexican soldier. So that's the answer there. All right, pick it, move on. All right, good job. All right, so the next one, the pronoun it in the second sentence is in reference to what? All right, let's see. Originally constructed as a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Vishnu, it was gradually transformed into a Buddhist temple. Okay, well here we have another form of the sentence where we have the comma after the introductory statement, and then everything after the comma is describing exactly what they said here. So we're not talking about the god Vishnu, because the god Vishnu was not transformed into a Buddhist temple. The Hindu temple was transformed into a Buddhist temple. So, what do we have here? The temple. All right. Good job. Move on to the next one. The pronoun which in the paragraph refers to what? Okay, so we follow this back. In addition to his figurative works, which include allegories and portraits, all right, well, this is what we call in a positive sentence because it's surrounded by commas. It's not necessary for the meaning of the sentence, but that's a little bit of grammar that's not really in reference to this. But the reason I point this out is because when you have a positive statement like this, it's always referring to the object of the sentence here. In addition to his figurative works. All right, well, let's see. Klimt's figurative works. Boom, there it is. You got it. And that's it. move on to the next question type. So, as you can see, the pronoun reference questions are actually very simple. And at the point that you are with your English skills, where you'll be actually taking the TOEFL exam, the answers to this question type should be almost automatic. You should just know them almost instantly without even having to really think about them. If you do need to spend more time thinking about them, then make sure you study more about pronouns. You can do that by clicking the word pronoun anywhere. It takes you to the word pronoun there. You can click the word there and do a little bit more study. Remember, everything that is in these colors here is a link. If you need to learn about grammar, if you need to learn about vocabulary, just click those links and we have got you covered. And that's really it for the pronoun reference questions. So thanks for stopping by. We will see you in the next lesson.